Well, hello, everybody. My name is Andrea Caulfield. I am Director of Membership here at ASTA, and it is great to see everyone this afternoon. And joining me today for a little conversation is Chris Greene from Avoya Travel Network. Chris, how are you today?
I'm great, Andrea. Great to see you. So excited about Host Week again and really excited to see ASTA part of it this year. So that's fantastic.
Great, thanks so much. So, for anyone who may be new in the audience and not quite familiar with Avoya Travel Network, Chris, why don't you go ahead and say a little bit about yourself, your role at Avoya, and a little bit about the network?
Sure. So we're a very strong network of approximately 2,000 agents. I've been with the company 12 years now. I'm the Director of Network Expansion. I oversee the team that sources all of our new independent affiliates. We're really proud of the resources that we offer here at Avoya Travel. We think it makes a big difference, and we're excited to share with everybody today during Host Week.
Well, fantastic. So let's not keep everybody waiting. Let's go ahead and get started with our first question today.
Perfect.
So, Chris, as you look ahead to 2026, what do you see as your unfair advantage, one support tool, relationship, or support piece that Avoya offers that most hosts don't? And what outcome do you think will be produced for your advisors?
For sure. So when you look ahead to 2026, Andrea, I really believe that the Avoya Travel unfair advantage is our human first approach to technology. While the rest of the industry is rushing to replace people with basic AI bots, we've doubled down on true support with real people. And in some cases, our support staff to affiliate ratio is up to 17 times more than some of our competitors. As long as you're engaged as an affiliate, you're never alone. And that creates a safety net that you just won't find anywhere else. Now, the specific relationships I want to talk about that sets us apart is our 1-2 punch of professional development. First, you've got our early success team. Think of them as your personal flight crew. They're navigators for new advisors, providing high-touch guidance during those critical first steps, so you're both laying down a foundation that will allow you to scale your business in the future while generating revenue almost immediately. Then as you grow, you have the brand sales team. I call them the experts for the experts. They're the specialists with deep, granular knowledge of specific luxury lines and tour operators, the kind of insider nuance you just can't get from a search engine. The outcome for our advisors is instant authority. You don't have to spend 5 years paying your dues to become a product expert because you've got these teams in your back office. You can close a complex, high-value sale with confidence on day one. Ultimately, we're turning the traditional learning years into earning years right out of the gate. It's the purest version of our shared success model, and we provide the wisdom and the leads so you can focus entirely on building your business.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So, as advisors are starting to build their businesses, how is your network embracing technology or AI to make those businesses easier and more fun for your advisors?
Absolutely. AI-powered fortune telling. How about that, Andrea? Hallmark of Avoya's technology has always been our patented live lead program, and that's evolved into a second program called Avoya Smart Leads. And here's how it makes it easier. Instead of an advisor guessing who to call, Avoya's proprietary AI algorithms analyze 15 years worth of data, travel patterns, engagement history to predict which clients are most likely to book a vacation right now. Agent Power is the ultimate office anywhere. Avoya's proprietary SaaS technology, Agent Power, is the ecosystem where advisors run their entire business. In recent years, 2024 and 2025, updates have focused on making the platform more interactive and visual, and 2026 promises some amazing advancements too. So you'll have to stay tuned to see how we continue to shape the future. Now, how that makes it easier, it's a true one-stop shop. From Avoya Flights, our air booking tool powered by Snap, to an integrated CRM and accounting, everything's under one roof. Automated reminders that trip-level tools handle the mundane task of chasing payments and then tracking deadlines. And what about the fun factor? Because Avoya Travel is a fully mobile, responsive, advisors have the freedom to, say, work from a cruise ship or a beach down in Mexico, or maybe even their backyard. The tech provides professional freedom which really is the ultimate fun for a travel entrepreneur. Now, we're also embracing AI as a digital assistant. Avoya is at the forefront of teaching advisors how to use tools like ChatGPT to grow their business. They provide master classes on using AI for content creation, marketing, and of course, how does that make it easier? Well, advisors can generate complex itineraries, social media posts, or personal client pitches in seconds rather than hours. And of course, the fun factor, it lowers the barrier to being a marketing genius. Advisors who aren't naturally tech savvy or creative writers can now produce world-class marketing materials with the help of AI, making their business side of things just much more accessible. And I think that's a real win-win.
That sounds fantastic. What a great opportunity, Chris. So, speaking of some of your advisors, when you think about them and some of your top advisors, what are some of the most creative ways they are generating those leads for their businesses?
So it's pretty amazing. All of the advisors I'm going to talk about in this section, Andrea, have all sold year over year over $1 million worth of travel. So again, you're talking about amazing top agents. And the amazing thing is when you have a robust network like the Avoya Travel Network, there's so many ways to be successful. So I reached out to a cross section of some of the top advisors, and some are focused on really keeping it simple, like my good friend Robin Jacobs, who, by the way, millions and millions every year. Robin said she does nothing really special. You know what she does, Andrea? She talks, whether it's friends or family or events, or maybe just standing in line at the grocery store checkout line. She talks about her passion, and her passion is travel. She plays to her strength, which is she has a huge personality that people want to gravitate around. She's not afraid to ask that important question. Hey, do you have a travel advisor you work with? Can I give you my card? And guess what? It's incredibly successful for her and her agency. But on the other end of the spectrum, another amazing $1 million sales agent, Nicole Patrick, she is very active on social media. And again, she's playing to her strength. Nicole told me the following. She said, my best sources of personal lead generation are Facebook and local networking groups. On Facebook, I focus on private groups with a specific focus, like a brand or a destination that she runs herself and monitors. And she's also part of exclusive networking groups in her local area. And they meet weekly with the intent of referring business to each other and helping each other work through challenges. And finally, one of the nicest people working in the travel business today, my good friend Dana Ziegel, again, $1 million agent. And not to drive that point home, but again, we're talking about people who are incredibly successful. Dana sent me the following. She said, I'm a big believer in asking for referrals. I spend a lot of time getting to know my guests, knowing their family, even their friends who like to travel with them. I'm big into building relationships. So when I ask them for a referral, they trust me. She also asked her guests to leave a review on her Google page or Yelp. And she said, you won't believe how much business that sends her. Social media. She posts a lot of photos on her Facebook page from her personal travel. This gets a huge amount of traffic. And best of all, it's free. They see me traveling. They know I'm the expert. And last but not least, Dana hosts what she calls come-alongs. Her clients love to sail with her. She's a lot of fun to be with. And she's not afraid of saying, hey, guess what? We're going here. And who wants to come with? And you'd be surprised at the number of people who raise their hand and say, I want to go with you, Dana. I know I'd love to travel with Dana because, again, she's just that kind of person. She's a great listener, and she continues to do amazing work in the Avoya Network.
Fantastic. And Dana, me too. I'd love to travel with you. And to the one word that Dana used, Chris, was relationship. It is about relationship building throughout the common thread in the industry is it's getting to know people. And I think that's just the key to any successful entrepreneur in the travel business.
It's what makes our industry so unique, right? Andrea, we're very different than a lot of other organizations and ways of doing business in that relationships, even in 2026, really matter a lot.
Absolutely. So a couple questions remaining. So what's one way you are planning to celebrate your advisors and their wins this year?
Well, we've got a couple of great reward trips for our affiliates that earned for their sales last year in 2025. And they include an amazing trip to the Middle East. It's highly coveted. It goes in and out of Dubai. It's part of Celestial Journeys. And it's just going to be an absolutely amazing trip for those that earn that. And then one with Azamar that's going to sail from the Canary Islands to Lisbon. What a dream itinerary. But the event that I really think celebrates our top advisors is our annual $1 Million Showcase. The Avoya Travel $1 Million Showcase is an exclusive invitation-only event specifically designed for the best of the best in our network, those that have done over $1 million in sales. And it helps benefit the three important factors: Avoya Travel, our affiliates, and our vendor partners. For Avoya, it allows leadership to deepen relationships with their highest producing agents, ensuring the company's most important sales engines are aligned with the long-term vision of the company. And the event allows Avoya to study the habits of $1 million producers to refine the training and technology they offer to the rest of our network. Now, the benefits for our advisors, well, they include access to the inner circle. Advisors get direct one-on-one time with Avoya's exclusive leadership and senior VPs from major cruise lines and tour operators. They get advanced education. Unlike general conferences, the showcase focuses on high-level topics like AI integration, luxury market specialization, and advanced efficiency within the Avoya Travel Agent Powered platform. And by having peers that all sell $1 million and above, this is an event that allows those top producers to share tips and tricks with others operating at the same elite level. And of course, it's important for the vendors to have incredible benefits too. And they get to target those high ROI access agencies, right? Suppliers aren't just meeting any agency. They're meeting 80 to 100 individuals who collectively control hundreds of millions of dollars in bookings on a year-to-year basis. They can conduct high-level workshops to ensure these top sellers are fully certified and comfortable selling their most premium products. So again, we're talking about a win-win right there.
Fantastic. So as we come to the end of our time together, Chris, there's one last question I have, and several have said this was the hardest question of the day in the conversation. So if your host agency had a mascot, what would it be and why?
You know, I gave this a lot of thought. It's funny that you say that because, you know, you want to be like, ooh, maybe we should be tough like a lion or a peregrine falcon or something like that. At the end of the day, I think if Avoya Travel had a mascot, it would be Ace the Navigator, a golden retriever wearing a sleek, high-tech visor. And here's why Ace is the perfect fit for the Avoya vibe. The ultimate retriever, just like our live lead program, Ace has an incredible nose for finding the best opportunities and bringing them right to your feet. He does the hunting so you can focus on the selling. The 17-1 loyalty. Goldens are famously loyal and supportive, perfectly mirroring our support staff to advisor ratio. Whether you're just starting in the early success program or you're a vet, you're never alone in the Avoya network. And that expert advisor, the techie advisor, represents our patented technology, our brand sales team. It's the unfair advantage that gives Ace and you X-ray vision into the travel industry, allowing you to see granular details of luxury cruises or tours that others might miss. So the big outcome, Ace represents our shared success platform. He's friendly, approachable, and highly efficient. And that's why Ace the Navigator would be our mascot.
Fantastic. Now, Chris, somehow I think we're going to need to get a golden retriever for Avoya and have him at all the events. How can we work that into the budget? I think that would be amazing.
So maybe we can borrow the one from Royal Caribbean.
That's right. There you go. One final thing. Do you have a special for the viewers and advisors that are listening during Host Agency Week for Avoya Travel?
Yeah, we're really excited that we do have an offer. We're taking $100 off either package for the Avoya Travel Academy. That's our education platform for those that are brand new to the travel industry, looking to go from that ground floor to just getting on the ladder, that first couple of rungs. And so we're proud to offer $100 off. The code is Host Week 2026. Again, Host Week 2026, all run together. You can sign up at avoyatravelsacademy.com or reach out to avoyanetwork.com to get connected with an affiliation specialist. Just remember to mention Host Week.
Fantastic, Chris. Well, I have certainly enjoyed speaking with you today and learning more about what Avoya Travel has to offer. And I want to say thank you for taking the time to chat today.
Andrea, always a pleasure to chat with you. One of my favorite people in the industry. We love Host Week. We love Host Agency Reviews. Steph Lee and her team do an amazing job. We're proud to be part of it this year and every year. And we look forward to just more with everybody coming up in the future. And we hope they have a fantastic 2026.
Thanks, Chris. You too. Thank you, everybody.